these beautiful tumblers using vinyl, or you can use sublimated tumblers to do this. And I want to show you all my tips and tricks on how we go about making this. This is using vinyl. Hello. Today I want to teach you guys how I make these beautiful tumblers using vinyl, or you can use sublimated tumblers to do this. And I want to show you all my tips and tricks on how we go about making this. This is using vinyl from P Design Boutique. You can use my code PINE10 if you'd like to buy some vinyl from her. Let me tell you, she has some of the best quality vinyl I've ever seen. Here is one I'm going to teach you with, but this is done on a 30-ounce skinny. It has her vinyl underneath, and then clear rhinestones are over. So I'm going to teach you how I get the vinyl on the tumbler and how we start our first line, and then a little bit on how we continue down. So here we go. Alright, so here is a 20-ounce skinny straight. This one happens to be pre-sanded from Maker Flow. Alright, and we have a 20-ounce vinyl from P, and we're going to apply this to the tumbler. And the way I do that is we are going to just starting from the back here, peel up about a 1-inch section of the backing. Now this cup is going to be for my sister-in-law for Christmas. I don't think she watches my YouTube, so hopefully she doesn't see this. Alright, let's make sure we're watching what I'm doing here. Alright, so I peeled up a 1-inch section. I'm just going to trim that back. And with our cup upside down, I'm going to take my vinyl upside down. This doesn't have to be perfect, because what we're going to do is we're going to trim the top and bottom with a trimmer. And I will link this trimmer in my Etsy shop, or sorry, in my description here of this video, so that you can go and buy it. To me, it works the best for edge trimming. I've tried others, and the blade likes to bend, and I just don't have time for that. It doesn't make for a straight cut. Okay, so just putting that on. I will show you the trimmers I got. I purchased two. They look different. They're probably from different makers, but they both work the same way. They have standoffs that you can adjust by adding more of the standoffs below the blade. This is gooey. And I have this one. So just buy two of them. One is set at the lowest it can go, and one is one up. Focus here. So I do the one that's set at the lowest along the top rim. And we're just going to trim this. Change your blades frequently. You don't want a dull blade. Okay, so that leaves a perfect rim. Our rhinestones are going to go up to the top, and they're going to have, focus. And they're going to be able to grab onto this stainless steel really well. Now we're going to do the bottom. And the bottom is the one that's on the second layer, second level. Now I'll be rhinestoning these with glass rhinestones, clear, transparent, clear glass rhinestones. Okay. All right. And the reason we trim this, because we want the rhinestone, the epoxy for the rhinestones to attach to the cup, not just to the vinyl. So we want to make sure we have some exposed stainless steel. This is how it looks when it's done. There we go, top and the bottom. Okay. All right. So now we're going to start our epoxy. Don't need any of that. So I use Bob Smith 30-minute slow cure 2-part epoxy for see-through rhinestones. This is, I put it into squeeze bottles that I can store like this. You just do a little bit. It's about a pea size and a pea size. These are disposable lipstick applicators that you can get on Amazon, and we're just going to use this to stir. You can also use a silicone tool if you like. I just find that this works easily. Now with these, you want to use plenty of epoxy. You want enough so that you want a little bit to kind of goo out, like, because you really want these to stay really well. You don't want to put just a tiny bit of epoxy on these tumblers. Some tumblers might do okay. I think that this, if you don't have enough glue, you'll have where the rhinestone doesn't shine because there's air behind it. So that's why you want plenty of glue behind so that you don't have any of those. They look kind of like it's like a dead looking stone is what it looks like. They just look different. They don't shine right if there's air behind it. If your rhinestones aren't transparent, you wouldn't notice that, but with them being transparent, you do notice if you have what's air bubble behind it. All right, this is a tumbler shield from Tumbler Shields, I think. I use this to keep my lines straight. I'm going to leave it kind of off for now while I apply the glue. And I'm just going to apply it right along the rim. You want to do the entire rim all in one sitting. And the reason is because sometimes you have to adjust the stones around to make them all fit. So don't do part of it, let it dry, and then come back. Do this all in one sitting. I don't think I mixed enough epoxy. But this epoxy has 30 minutes to cure, so it's not a problem if I need to mix a little bit more. Using every drop I've got here. We're going to do the first round starting row. Starting row is the set up for your entire cup. If you do this wonky, your whole cup stays wonky the whole way down. So set this, take your time on your first row. Alright, here are my transparent rhinestones. I'm using SS20s. Now I'm going to push this up. I'm using SS20s. And it will take, I believe it takes about 3 bags. It's 2 to 3 bags. I don't remember for SS20s. I know SS16 it's a little over 2 bags. So SS20 might be just 2. So we're just going to go around, keep pressing them to my tumbler shield here. Tumbler shields were made for spray painting your cups, but they're silicone and they're flat, so they work really well for starting your edges of your tumblers. So go to Tumbler Shield and get yourself one. You'll want a 20 ounce and a 30 ounce if you're going to make both those size tumblers. They have all different sizes for all different kinds of cups. So just pressing that down. Eventually I'm going to take this tumbler and I'm going to kind of roll it. I want it to get slightly, I want it to sit a little bit off the bottom rim there. But we're just going to keep applying these stones. Oh, not upside down. Okay, I'm going to come back when I'm almost done here. Alright, we're coming around to my first stone. And I want to look and make sure that nothing is standing up here. So I have a little gap, not big enough for another stone. So what I need to do is I need to come around and just slide them over, spacing them just a little bit. Tack them around them. It's not hard to make up for those spaces by letting a tiny gap between each stone. Alright, that's perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to take this and move these out of the way here. I'm going to take this and I'm going to kind of roll my cup so that it just comes a little bit up. Alright, and we're going to let this just sit and dry. Come back in about 30 minutes and we can add to this tumbler. So once that has dried, you will start your row 2 and you will continue your way down. Like I did here. You're going to get to the bottom and you want to make sure your last row at least goes a little bit onto the metal here. Then with Bob Smith, you only need to wait 24 hours. Wash it really well. I use like a nail brush and Dawn dish soap. I scrub and wash my cup. And then it's ready to ship. That's the great thing about Bob Smith is you can you can ship within 24 hours of finishing a tumbler. And one of these 20 ounces takes me 3 to 4 hours, probably with an SS20 clear, you know, super simple, no pattern to kind of follow, you know. So they go faster, so I don't have to charge as much. Clear rhinestones aren't super expensive. I do buy from Bling on the Chaos, or I buy from Flynn Sisters Boutique. I do have codes to both of those, which is Pine 10 for both of them. And feel free to shop there for your rhinestones. This tumbler, I did ombre down some AB blue AB clear rhinestones, just for another look, and I love that look. So hopefully that is enough to teach you how to start one of these clear rhinestone patterns over vinyl. You're going to love doing them. They're fast and they're gorgeous in person. So be sure to subscribe and like the video, and we will catch you next time. Thanks for watching.